Hi Aries, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Let's see what Spirit has for you, what's next in love, what's going on in any connections around you. This is a general love reading, so take with you what works for you and connects to you. Leave the rest for everybody else. Spirit, please share with me for my Aries. What messages of love do you have for us today? What do you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have a commitment. Okay, I'm wanting a commitment, the number 36. I have the number 6, a mountain, climbing a mountain. I have one ring circus. I feel like one person's putting in more effort than the other. The number 15. And I have the number 24, stuck in the mud or stuck, or where do we go from here energy. So something is going on with one person may want a commitment and the other one isn't moving in that direction. We're either not talking about it or we are ignoring the conversation, and it just feels like a mountain, a weight on my shoulders of what's going to happen in this connection. Where are we going to head out? So we need to know from Spirit today, like, where is this connection headed? Spirit, what are their intentions in the future? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Please comment below. Spirit, where do we go from here? Is this going to turn into a committed relationship? Do they want more, or are we just at a standstill? Where do we go from here? I have a Queen of Swords. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a 3 of Swords. And I have a 6 of Wands. Okay. So I did feel a celebration, and I did feel the truth coming out here. The 3 of Swords came into me as a fear. Okay. Your person being afraid of a broken heart or getting hurt, or I've been hurt in the past by other committed relationships. So I'm just going to say fear. I'm just going to say fear to commit for a moment, and what is exactly holding them back from this commitment, Spirit? Because I do want this to move forward. I do want to celebrate this love. I do want it to work out. I have a 7 of Wands. I have a King of Wands. And I have a Hangman in reverse. Okay, so that came into me as they do want to move this thing forward. Okay, they are moving this thing forward. So if you feel like you're stuck, in their mind, they feel like it's still moving forward. They're not giving up on this connection by any means. And they are trying to, I feel like they're trying to put themselves into your shoes. They're trying to listen to your point of view or understand where you're coming from. Like if you want a certain thing in the relationship, like let's just say you're at the age of you want to start thinking about starting a family, and they're not even moving in that direction, and you're a ticking time bomb with age. Like age is of the essence. I do feel like they're starting to think about things from your perspective. For those of you that's just an example. But I feel like they are not in any rush either. And I guess they're probably just happy with like status quo. Like, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. I have an 8 of Pentacles, and I have a 3 of Pentacles. That came into me as I don't feel like I'm where I want to be financially. So they could be putting a lot of effort on, I'm not ready for a relationship or to buy a house or move in together or to even get married until I'm in a better place financially. But that could be not a good enough reason. It could be a good reason and you're both in agreement with it, or it could be an excuse and they're just, kind of using it as a way to not be fully, committed to this connection. Like, I'm just not where I want to be. And then the answer to that would be, well, when do you think that you're going to be there? Like, how long am I supposed to wait for you to decide that you're not where you want to be? And can't you do both at the same time? Can't you be in a committed relationship and work on some of your own personal goals and your own financial situations within a relationship? So I guess that could be a thorn in my side if that somebody's using that as an excuse. I have a 7 of Pentacles, so they are trying to work through some of those issues. They're putting in the effort, is how it's coming into me. I am passionate about you, but they are holding back. You feel like they're holding you back. You feel like they're holding you back somehow from moving forward. Do I think that they love you? Yes, I think they love you, and I don't feel like they want to go I don't feel like they're going anywhere, but I also feel like it's not moving fast enough for you. So you guys are at different paces. You're at a different, you either want to know, like, where are we going to be in a year from now? Where are we going to be in 2 years from now? Are we moving in the direction of a commitment? Or are we going to just stay the way that we are for indefinitely? Everybody deserves to know where they stand with the person that they're intimate with and that they're sharing their life with. So you may have to come right out and say it. You may have to take off your mask, your guard, let down your hair, so to speak, and say point blank, where are we headed? Where are we headed? Let's see what the feelings are. I hope you feel the same. I want you to feel the same. Do you want a future with me? I need to know, like, that could be the same. That could be the question, do you want a future with me? Do you see a future with me? And if when you bring that conversation up, they ignore it, or they don't acknowledge it, or they say, well, we'll talk about it in the future. It's like a stalling factor. I feel like I'm being stalled. I feel like they're just asking you to wait, but what's the reason for the waiting? You're beautiful. I do feel like they love you. I do feel like they want to be with you. I'm not saying that. They do feel like this is a destiny brought us together. You could be feeling that way. I feel like I've been missing you my whole life. So I don't feel like they're struggling with what their feelings are for you. I feel like they're just afraid to commit for some reason. Either they were in, let's just say it's a second relationship, a marriage. They were divorced before. You've never been married. You'd love to be married. They aren't jumping into another marriage, even though they know that that's something that you want and that you've never had. So it's a feeling of, I'm not getting what I want in this connection. And even though I know this person loves me. So you've got to be on the same page. What else do you need us to know? I melt every time I see you smile. So we're in love with each other. I want to be the one that you run to. I want to make you feel secure. I want to make you feel safe. And I need you here with me. So they have no intention of ending this relationship. But they're also, I feel like Spirit just said, they're not making you any promises either. So you are kind of in a limbo. And I think that you're going to have to ask your person, where do we go from here? And what is it that you want ultimately in a relationship? They may have changed their mind from what they told you when you first started. They may have said, I want to be in a long-term relationship. I'm looking to be married someday. And now we're a few years into it and they're not making any moves in that direction. So that's something that you deserve to know. I'm watching you. I'm obsessed with you. I'm watching to see who you're talking to. I don't know. Are they jealous of you in any way? Would there be any reason to be jealous? I have look for the signs. Be open to spiritual guidance. Be open to seeing the signs. All right. When they start to talk about things like there's an us, there's a we, there's an our, they are including you in family events. Family is talking about your future together, and they don't stop them and say, no, I haven't made up my mind. Just look for the signs all around you. It could be coming to you. I have moving in together. Okay. That would be a sign. That would be step one. If they finally commit to, let's live together, let's buy a home together, I want to be with you full time. Obviously, that would be a huge step towards a commitment. So look for the signs that we're moving in that direction. If that's something that is very important to you, that I don't want to be apart from you anymore. I don't like a part-time relationship. I want a full-time relationship all the time. I want to wake up to you and I want to go to bed with you. So look for something like that. Faking it, not being genuine, living beyond their means, spending money that they don't have, and then using that as an excuse for I'm not where I want to be. But they're out with friends, they're spending money on things that they shouldn't, and then they're saying, I can't buy a house, or we can't move in together. I don't have any money, So what is going on behind the scenes? Is there anything that is interfering, almost like a self-sabotage energy too? Focusing on yourself, taking a break, making sure that you come first. Absolutely. Feeling trapped. Now, I'm going to say that if you want to move forward with this connection and they're not giving you an indication, and they are keep kind of like stalling it, or they don't say anything when you ask them, like, where are we going from here? They just don't even bring it up in conversation. Do they feel trapped, or are they trying to prevent themselves from ever feeling trapped ever again? Like, I'll never be in a committed relationship, a marriage again, because I felt trapped in my last relationship, my last marriage, So is there something that makes them feel trapped? Is that really what the issue is? If they said, I'll get there on my own. You can't tell me when I want to be in a relationship or not, or what that relationship's going to be. Yes, you can, because you are either in alignment with this person, you are either headed in the right direction, going in the right direction, or we're not. So we want to be careful that we are aligned, right? We hiding lies, covering up the truth. Are they feeling trapped, right? So are they hiding behind a mask, and do they have to take this mask off? So what's the truth here? You could say, do you feel trapped? Do you feel like I am holding you from doing something with your life that you feel like you should be doing, and they're going to say, no, I love being with you. I want to be with you. I just don't know what I want, for my future. And, but you also are entitled to knowing you can't be with somebody that never helps you, I guess, complete what it is that you need. Okay. Because you both have to be in alignment. You can't, you have to be that they take off their mask and they say, yes, we want the same things. Okay. Or they take off their mask and admit finally that what you want and what they want are two totally different things. And then you're going to have to decide, am I willing to accept that or not? But they've got to take off their mask, and they've got to let you in, and they've got to say, I love you. I'm just afraid of that next step, or I'm afraid of a formal, commitment. I'm afraid of marriage. Let's just throw that on the table. And they've got to at least admit that to you, instead of just ignoring the topic. Like, I feel like right now we just ignore the topic. And if everything just stays the way it is, they'll be perfectly happy with that. If you're happy with that, that's great. But if you're not happy with that, then you're not in alignment with your own future. I've got a Chariot. I want to move things forward. I am passionate about you. I can feel the back and forth energy here with this Two of Pentacles. But again, I feel like they use money as an excuse. I feel like they use, like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not making the kind of money to do those types of things. We can't afford to do those things. But you guys could work together as a team. You could figure things out. If there's a way to make it work, you make it work. But if they're using it as an excuse, then it will be, we'll never have enough money. It's like the person who says, I want to have a baby, but I can't afford to have a baby. You'll never be able to afford to have a baby. Like, there's no amount of money that you could have in your bank account to be able to afford a baby. So people use it as an excuse to not commit. Also, they'll use money as an excuse. I'm not where I want to be. I've got other things I have to work on first. Or the whole I'm ignoring what it is that I want, and it's making you feel neglected in some way. So I'm worried about that. I want you to be happy with the 10 of Cups. I have a 4 of Pentacles. You can see this person is still guarding themselves. They're still struggling with letting you in. I have a 7 of Cups. Is there other choices out there? Is this what they really want? Is life too hard for them to commit to anything? And you're giving is how it just came into me. I'm constantly giving to this person. Spirit's saying they want you to think about your future. They want you to think about the big picture. Do I want to be with this person? And can we make this work between the two of us? This person has got to open up, because they're holding back. They're holding back, either just avoiding the topic of where do we go from here or what's happening next, or they are just, being adamant that they're happy with what you have right now and they don't want it to change. And if you want it to change, then you guys might need to know that you're on different paths, and that's something that you need to know. So let's see what their final feelings are. Again, I feel like this person loves you. I will stay by your side. Okay, so that's encouraging. I am in love with you, and we do have a future. So it's just a matter of when, and I feel like they need to help you with that. I feel like they need to answer that question for you. Our connection is divinely guided. It's you I've been looking for my whole life. So they're not out looking for anybody else. I just feel like they're holding back on pulling the trigger, on whether it's living together or we're exclusive or we're getting married. It's just they are holding back on that. And you have to ask them, you're my forever love. They could be saying all the right things to you. They could say, I love you. I don't want to be with anybody else. I only want you. They could be saying and doing all the right things. But the one thing that you do want to hear from them is, I want you forever. And we might not be hearing that. I need to be alone with you. How about I need to be create a life with you? I need to create a life with you. You're the only one that I want to be with. So I've no doubt in my mind this person loves you. Okay. What I'm questioning is this person going to be in alignment with you at some point in the future with what it is that you want? Okay. If in the beginning of this relationship you said, I want to be married someday, and they said, yeah, I would like that too. And now a few years down the road, they say, I don't want that. I never want that, but I love being with you. It's like, bait and switch energy. So right now they've got to be truthful with what they want for their future. I am ready to start this journey with you. And I hope that that's what they want. I hope that they're ready to commit. I hope that they're ready to really step forward and admit that that's what they want. I've had feelings for you longer than you know. So maybe your person just, I'm scared you will reject me. I'm afraid you'll walk away from me. I'm afraid I'll lose you. So we have some fears that will be revealed. But right now we've got somebody that has to admit and commit to what it is that they want in the near future, so that you both know that you're both on the same path. I guess that's the big question mark. Are we on the same path, Spirit? And we'll ask Spirit to continue to guide you until those answers come to you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Thank you for your kind words, your comments, your likes, your subscribes. If anyone's interested in a private reading with me, please check out my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.